see, it's no curl, no frizz, it's just blunted off. And with that being said, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Alright, what's up? So I just got done doing the curly tip videos on how to get curly tips. If y'all clicked on this video for some reason, but y'all want to get curly tips, y'all can go ahead and head to that video. It's on my channel. It should be the video before this one. So I would be teaching y'all how y'all can get these weird curly tips if y'all don't like them. Or just frizzy tips, blunted off. Which if y'all don't know what a blunted off dread is, it's like this dreadlock right here. You see it's super, you know, it's no curl, no frizz, it's just blunted off. Super rounded off and looks super maintained and mature and everything. So I'm gonna teach you how to get to that from here, from this frizz and everything. And the thing that you will need is a crochet needle, but don't worry if you don't have a crochet needle. I'll show you how y'all can get blunted tips without a crochet needle. All right, so first thing, now it's already kind of blunted, but let's just take this apart real quick because I really don't want to get rid of any of my curly dreads. So you just have something like this, right? Now, I could get rid of this like frizzy or curly tip is simply palm roll it. Which is like this. But I want to make sure you aim at the tip because that's where you want it to be blunted off at. Now see, it's already doing something. Already getting blunted. So that just goes to show that this works. See, it's pretty much almost blunted already. It still is a little frizzy and everything. Unfortunately, if you want to get it all the way blunted, you're going to have to get a crochet needle, but these are really cheap. I think you can get like one for like $2. I got this for like $1 something. So I'm just going to take this apart again just to give y'all a good example. So I have a really gnarly, frayed, weird thing right here, right? Well, guess what? It's okay because guess what? You got your handy dandy crochet needle here. I think these come in like 0.5 millimeters, 0.7 millimeters. Just get the smallest one that you can. Just get a really small one that can fit inside of your hair. Basically what you want to do is grab the tips and just move them together. And you know, you see that it's doing some work. It's getting them all pulled together. You can even do the palm roll method, right? You can even do the palm roll method to get it in the shape that you need it to be in. But now you just want to take it, take the tips that are like kind of poking out and fold them up. If you can see this, I really hope you can. And fold them up like that. And from the opposite side of the fold, you want to go in with the crochet needle and pull it in. And you kind of want to hold it in place. Make sure you don't go too fast, but also make sure you don't go unnecessarily slow. And this really does work really well, not only for the tips, but just for locking your hair in general. This will instantly lock your hair, so if you're tired of the locking up process, you go ahead and do this on like your whole dread and your whole head of dreads, and it will lock up your whole head. And just like that, that took, whoa, nothing, that didn't even take 30 seconds. Y'all see that it's already blunted. Already. That even, come on now, that didn't even take like 30 seconds, I don't think. But of course, to make sure that it survives washing and everything, you go ahead and do it, you know, just a little bit more. And basically, if you don't know what this is doing, is grabbing the hair on the other side and pulling it in. So you know that flap that we folded up is basically going through the other side of the dread, grabbing that flap and pulling, you know, all that loose hair into the dread. So that's what I'm just going to keep on doing. And if you want to just like maintain the frizz a whole bunch, you could just keep on going ham. But I'll tell you what, don't go super fast to the point where you're breaking your hair, because I have done that before. I went too ham in it and like I started like breaking hair. All this is doing is tangling up the hair. Don't like go super duper fast to the point where it's getting all jagged and you can't get it out of your head. If you're going too fast, then you run the risk of snagging one of the strands of hair inside of your dread, and it'll break that strand of hair. And if you keep on breaking a whole bunch of strands of hair in your dread, before you know it, your dread's going to be thin in one spot because you broke all that hair between. So you just want to make sure that you're using this to tangle the hair, not to break it. You just tangle the hair by just smoothly going in and out. And as you go on, the more and more you do it, the more and more it will lock up. You don't even necessarily need to do it this long. I'm just, you know, making sure that it's super blunted off and there's no like loose hairs or anything. And you want to make sure that you do this when it's dry, when your hair is dry, because you want the hair to grab onto the hair easily. You don't want it to slip off. Me personally, I don't know if it really matters. I haven't really tried it while it was wet, or I don't really remember how it worked when it was wet. But I guess for the best results, keep it dry, because hair does lock up better when it's dry anyways. And I think, you know, we got it good. You can just palm roll it, and we have our blunted tip right here. It's like, it's blunt, it's like in there, it's like not coming out. But if you develop a ball at the end, like if you feel like it's thin at one spot, but there's just like a ball at the end of your dreads, then all you want to do is make sure that you just pull that ball up into your dreads, which you should be doing anyways. You shouldn't be pulling away from your scalp. You're always supposed to be pulling towards your scalp. You're supposed to pull the hair back into the dread, not out of the dread. That's the whole point of this, right? You have to pull the hair inside of the dread. So it's basically pulling all that loose hair that was hanging at the bottom into the tip, and that's how it becomes blunted. And yeah, that's basically it. That's basically all you need to do. And you can just rub it a little bit like this to get the shape the way you want it to. And that's pretty much how you want to do it. That's pretty much all. It's super simple. This shouldn't take any longer than like a minute, to be honest. But if you really want to go ham, it shouldn't take more than 2 minutes, like to be honest. If you have a lot of dreadlocks like me, make sure that you don't spend any more than like a minute on it, because you don't want to spend more time on it than you already need to. Because doing it for 1 minute for all these dreadlocks really is like, that's a lot of time. I think this, for me, if I want to do that, it would take like 100 something minutes, because I have like over 100 dreadlocks. But yeah, that's basically all for this video. If you like this video, please make sure to like it. If you want to see more videos from me in the future, please make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so y'all never miss out on another video from me in the future. And with that being said, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.